This Thursday I'll be making an application to the District Court to summon public servants from Westmeath County Council into the court to answer my accusations of crimes committed against me. We have the power in this country to take private prosecutions against anyone else that has committed crimes against us. These people work in Westmeath County Council, who are our local government and our local authority. Last year, 2 individuals breached my data, which is a crime in Ireland under section 145 of the Data Protection Act 2018. They also discriminated against myself and my household because of our family status, and that also is a crime under section 43 of the Equal Status Act 2000. Because of their crimes, I was unable to access supports last year, and that caused loss to me, which is again a crime under section 6 of the Fraud and Theft Act, under section 6 of the Criminal Justice Fraud and Theft Act 2001. All these crimes are indictable crimes. Some carry, I think they all carry fines ranging from a few €1,000 up to €50,000, and custodial sentences from 5 years, I think, up to 10 years. Unfortunately, I found myself in the position of having to do this with barely any experience of law or matters of court procedure. I had followed all the procedures within the council when these criminal events occurred, and unfortunately Westmeath County Council did not take responsibility for the actions of their employees, who acted outside council policy by committing crimes against myself and my household. I want to share my story to other people in Ireland, to empower them and to make them realise that we have enormous power behind us as people living in this country. We can hold people to account in our courts of justice, and we can have sanctions levied towards them in the form of financial penalties, fines, and in some cases custodial sentences will sanction their liberty. My story has taken nearly 2 years to come to this position, and over the next few days I'm going to share that story with as many people as I can. The most important thing that I want to get across is that we have the power to change things from the ground up. We have been given acts of Oireachtas, which are laws in this country. And if anyone prevents us from exercising our rights or blocks us in our pursuit of justice, they commit a crime. And we can find these crimes in sections of law in the Irish Statute Book. If there's anyone out there that has experienced public service or civil service, government service or judicial service acts of crimes, don't be afraid to stand up against these individuals and be in no doubt that it is individuals within these public bodies and civil bodies and government and judicial bodies that commit crimes. Westmeath County Council was unfortunately the place where these people committed the crimes against me. So it's, as an individual, I'm going to hold these individuals to account in our courts of law. I'm going to prosecute the case myself on indictment, which means that the case will be held in the circuit court, and if the public servants enter a plea of not guilty, the case will be held in front of 12 jury members. We shouldn't be afraid to stand up for our rights. We shouldn't be afraid to exercise our rights, and we shouldn't be afraid to go into court and ask the district court judge to issue summonses for anyone in the public service, civil service, government service and judicial service who are not administering our state's guarantee of protection. Article 40 of the Irish Constitution states that our state guarantees to us to protect our rights. And it's only by exercising our rights we strengthen our democracy and we strengthen our republic. The definition of a republic is where the people have the power, not the services that the state has there to administer the guarantees of protection. We, the people, have the power, and we can only only have this power if we exercise our rights. So let's not be afraid to hold people in these offices to account in our courts of law. It's a service that there's no charge for it. Any crimes that have been committed against you are dealt with in the district court first, and then depending on the seriousness of the crime, it can be elevated then to the circuit court. And this is a service that is completely free. No legal fees whatsoever. These are private prosecutions that we can all take. And like I said, I'm going to tell you my story that has happened to me over the last nearly 2 years, from one public servant in Westmeath County Council in November 2021, when they discriminately gave me false information and they caused loss to myself and my household. And because of that individual's crimes and the way in which Westmeath County Council handled my complaints over the last 24 months, it now has involved at least 12 people in Westmeath County Council giving false information to the Information Commissioner, who swore on that information, who knowingly swore on false information in the High Court, and he himself has committed perjury along with his agents, and the people in Westmeath County Council who told him the lies have committed subornation of perjury. It's a crime to tell somebody a lie that's been used in court, that then is used in court. All the locally elected councillors in Mullingar and the Kinnegad areas, 11 of them, who did nothing at all over the last year and a half, just stood by and let all of this stuff unfold in front of them. They've committed crimes in the Standards in Public Office Act and the Ethics in Public Office Act. Crimes that have fines and custodial sentences on them. Also, I reached out to locally elected TDs who again ignored the situation, and I followed through on all the procedures when it comes to making complaints. When Westmeath County Council didn't take my complaints and handle them correctly, they were elevated to the oversight appeals bodies of Ireland, such as the Ombudsman for local authorities, the Workplace Relations Commissioner, who deals with discrimination, the Data Protection Commissioner, who deals with data breaches, the Freedom of Information Commissioner, who I've mentioned, deals with breaches in the Freedom of Information Act, Standards and Public Office Commission. An Garda Síochána got involved for a while, but were very unhelpful, and so I disengaged from them. And this is everything that's happened over the last 24 months has now led me as a private individual taking a private prosecution against public servants. And I can prove that these people committed crimes against myself and my household. I can prove that civil servants who run these oversight appeals bodies committed crimes by not authenticating what Westmeath County Council told them and knowingly swearing on false information in judicial proceedings in the High Court. A couple of weeks ago I tried to commission a citizen's arrest, and over a 3-day period in Mullingar, in the county buildings in Mullingar, 6 guards, three of them who were detectives, committed 33 crimes impeding the arrest of 5 public servants. So it was with that in mind I realised that I wasn't going to be getting any assistance or help or guidance from anyone in any government department. I had to find out how to bring these people in front of the courts, and that's how I found the Petty Sessions Ireland Act, Section 10, and Order 15 of the District Court Summonses Rules, and Section 177 of the Criminal Justice Act 2006, which removes certain restrictions from the Petty Sessions Ireland Act to allow me to bring these people to court for crimes they've committed against me last year. And I want people in Ireland to realise that we have ultimate power over the people that are supposed to administer the services that our state has guaranteed to us. And we should never be afraid to stand up for our rights and to exercise our rights. These were given to us by our state, and it's only by enforcing and exercising our statutory rights that we can create a better way of life for everyone.